Good morning, everybody. Hello, darlings. I hope that everyone enjoyed the clip that I posted of our neighborhood protected community advocate. The same advocate that crucifies everyone for using certain words. But here she is herself saying the exact same words. Well, words specifically, but she said it 3 times. You know, I'm sure that there's going to be a way that she's going to make it that it was okay for her to say it. Or she's going to probably come up with, I was showing you what the context was. Doesn't matter what context you were showing it in, because you still said it. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now I know that you and Gaggle Mouth over there is going to come up with some off-the-wall reason why it was okay for you. And we all know that no one is going to hold our neighborhood protected advocate Khan accountable for what she said. We all know that. We're fully aware of that. There's nothing new about that, because Khan can do no wrong. Khan, you remember whenever there was a big drawback from when your friend Angela with the blue butterflies had come to me and told me that you had a conversation on a phone call saying that the word does not offend you and it doesn't bother you, because you and Angela with the blue butterflies had fallen out for a short couple days, right? Now, you get on a live with, hall monitor over there and say that what was said was not true. You remember that, yes? We all remember it. Well, a lot of us remember it on this side of TikTok. Now you're over there with Faith side with Mocha and Nicole. One day you're in Mocha's crucifying, and then the next day you're in Nicole's crucifying. Oh my God, the audacity. Okay. And you said that I was a liar. That is not what was said, that you never claimed it, right? You never claimed that it didn't offend you, because you're an advocate, right? Well, then Pinky posted the group text, thread, where in there it also said the exact same thing, but you said that I was a liar and that I had made that up, that was never what was said. But obviously it was said, right? But then you turned it, still to this day, you got angry that Pinky posted that thread, right? You remember? You remember. We all remember. You were angry, Sugar Britches. You were angry that she posted it because it brought light to what should have been brought light to then. But it wasn't. But that's neither here nor there, right? Now, everybody, moved on from it, and you call yourself trying to move on, blase, blase. But see, I'm not going to let you move on from it, because once again, I didn't lie, right? We all know that nobody's going to make you accountable for your actions. Why does it not surprise me? But see, I'm going to remind you, okay? I'm going to remind you what you said every time. Every single time. I'm going to remind you, Con. So I better not never hear you crucify a single person for any choice words that they want to use. Also, you remember, Con, that I posted a list of synonyms, or as some people might understand, derivatives of the R word. And you made a mockery of it. You and Gagglemouth over there made a mockery of it, right? But then you were in that live saying that there was a list of words that means the same thing, and that she shouldn't say those things. But you said it. Remember? Do you not remember? I remind you. It's okay. I promise you I'm going to remind you every single time. Every time you try to crucify anyone, I'm going to remind you. I'm going to let everyone know exactly what this advocate of the protected community is, because I bet you're not it at all. On to the next subject. I don't even like Big Daddy. He's a fucking weird person. But what he said is correct. You got on the app and you said that Big Daddy had a picture of your son. Just hear me out. Just listen. How did Big Daddy get a picture of her son, Con? You said, and I quote, "There are 3 people who have a picture of your son. Gagglemouth being one, okay? And then, Shay being another, but she passed it on to, boss lady over there. Who's the 3rd? And how would Big Daddy get that picture? You didn't think about that, now did you? You said that Big Daddy had a picture of your son holding a Chucky doll. Because he said in a live to Tim, did you get that picture, Tim, of him in the corner with a Chucky doll? Who's him? No one said your name. No one said your son's name. No one said it was a picture of your son. No, you took it upon yourself and made it about your son once again, because no one has said your son's name ever. But you make it about your son. You want to parade him around TikTok. You do. You want to parade him around TikTok. Huh. Now, that picture that Big Daddy sent to Tim is probably going to be an AI picture. But you, Mr. Advocate of the protected community, turns everything to be about her because she is a perpetual victim. Shocker. Shocker. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Con, you and Gagglemouth over there. Have you not figured that out yet? I mean, you don't listen very well, do you? Everything that I've said has been 100% true. But you go around this internet, and I'm going to quote what Pinky said. You're not the only person with a special needs child or a child with a disability. That's exactly what Pinky was saying. But That went over your head. That does not surprise me. Fuck, you know? It went over your head because you are not the only parent with a special needs child or a child with a disability. Need I remind you, Con, that you wanted to question my daughter's DX because she has ASD and ODD. Now, your exact words were, "That's the first time I've heard that." Why do I have to tell you anything? Why do I have to tell anyone anything ever? My daughter's diagnosis is not your fucking business, you weird bitch. Therefore, that is questioning it. But you don't do that now, do you? But you in fact did. I am not like you, Con. I don't sit here and parade my children or my children's disabilities on the internet like it is a fucking circus. This is not a show for people to know. I'm not like you. Obviously, that's the attention that you want. That is not the attention that I'm going to use to get for myself, is to use my child like you are. Wow. You know, you want attention that bad that you have to use your child's disability as a grift because you're part of the protected community. You're not, bitch. Matter of fact, people need to just do away with that word because you have used that word so much that it has no validity behind it anymore, because you have used it so many times that people are tired of hearing that. I want you to understand what I'm saying. So they're not going to say it to your face like I am. Nobody gives a fuck. So hear me clearly. Nobody gives a fuck at all. Nobody wants to hear that you're part of a protected community, because you're not. Your son is. You are not. Don't say because I'm his mother, I'm as well. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just another entity. That's it. Now, again, perpetual victim. Find you something to do. But I am going to remind you every single time I hear you say anything. Also, Con, you have boys. You know what limp noodle means. And it's got nothing to do with the protected community. Limp noodle is the appendage of a man that is soft and he can't get it up. Everybody knows what that fucking means. And no, you had to sit here and try to say Con was trying to use limp noodle in replace of the R word. The things I hear you say, I don't think you really just take the time to think thoroughly of what you're about to say. You just say them. You sound stiff-head, but you had the audacity and the gall to talk about how I talk or the words I say. So, Con, I better not never, ever hear you crucify anyone. Ever. Let this little video be a reminder, because I will be there. I told you. Didn't I? You should have listened. But anyhow, time for me to sit here and enjoy my peace and quiet before it gets busy. You know, at this job that I sell crispy, crunchy chicken at. No, gaggle mouth over here, you know. She's always got to say something about me working crispy, crunchy. But her, with her 2 degrees in law that work at a bank. Jeez Louise.